I think it's quite important to respect the history that you have and the true values that you have in that. So the craftsmanship, the artistry, the creativity, the unconventional approach to doing that, and really sticking to that and bringing it to life in everything that we do. So if you have a look at our bar, I think we were really fortunate. We got this amazing position right in the middle of the expo floor. I mean, the first thing was that we should really make it 360 degrees so that everybody can engage with it. It's quite impressive in its size. And if you take sort of a rod all along there, it actually plays a specific Grolsch little tune that we've had created. So just having fun with recycling and using the product in different ways.
And there's about 123 bottles that make this installation in the bar. So if you look at them, you'll see each are filled at different levels. To make the tune longer, we've doubled up each note.
People have really engaged with our true characters walking around, and it's been a fun way to bring a little bit of character and fun and creativity to it. I think we can all sometimes be a bit serious, but when you get this sort of really interesting face walking around and really having its head above the crowd, it's just a way of engaging and having a little fun. They've got great slogans on their t-shirts, and it was such fun to be able to play around with it. People are loving the app, sort of expressing it. I mean, there are so many individualized different features that you can really create pretty much a unique face that, anything that you can come up and not have the same face again. And we select the best and we put it up on our Facebook site. People seem to be engaging with the brand, which is really important, and at the same time enjoying a nice ice-cold swing top. Connectivity, realness, just a great sense of an independent spirit and fun. It's been really inspiring.
At the National Gallery, and that was received really well. It was the perfect setting. We've always intended for the Indaba to be part bar, part art installation, and to have it popped up at the National Gallery on a perfect night with perfect weather, great people, very good vibe, great picture presentation.
The great Nigerian musician Fela Kuti said that music is the weapon. And I really believe that music has the power to inspire people to change.
The person who has undergone the ritual, I felt that these brands bear no resemblance of Xhosa culture. Therefore, I felt that I need to develop a Xhosa-inspired range of men's knitwear for Amakwana to purchase, using my experience in machine knitting and using South African mohair and wool.
And really, to get over the South African stigma about tin shacks and the sort of cheap-looking site containers, we have to overcome these we set up a few guidelines, one of which is what we call a dynamic social capability. Essentially, a classroom needs to become a community space, somehow.
And basically, we're building shacks and we're investigating middle-class attitudes towards shacks and squatters. and taking what people have been relegating to the city's outskirts inside the cities.
Speaking here was mind-blowing because I got to speak for people I grew up like Roger Patton and Zapiro, which my dad come to worship. So I've got a story to tell.
Shabir Sheikh was in fact found guilty. This is the cartoon I did at the time. The verdict, join the dots. And that's I still like that cartoon because it was a different kind of cartoon. A lot of cartoons come from a sort of figure of speech.
I'm here to take you to another place you might have been, place you might have been in your dreams, might be a place that you don't want to go to, place you might be fascinated with. It's a place near Johannesburg on the eastern side. It's near where there are all sorts of gold dumps, and this building called the boarding house is where I worked for 5 years. In this place, there were all sorts of people. Well, I was very pleased to be invited to the Design Indaba because it's a major cultural event in South Africa, and also I felt that my pictures had quite a unique sense of design and form to them, so I felt in some obscure way that the pictures could complement the Design Indaba week.